This is the time that you've decided to do it with me. Now, what we're going to do now, activate in this moment of time our ideas that it's possible for us. I'm talking to you now directly, right? To surround us with ideas of light versus darkness. Okay, can I sit here for a moment? Okay. You have ideas that you have made progress in the idea of mind transformation, in which I am expected, and I'm coming here, right? Is this so? All right? Look with me. And I intend to perform at the idea of setting up a sequence of time, an attempt at an interlude of time and space that will not measure the amount of time that actually is passing. Is it possible for us to do that? I promised in the idea of what we call the transformation idea of the evolutionary process of man, in what he intended to do, are indications that when you decided to assemble here with me, it was with the full knowledge that the salvation of the light, okay, depended on you. And that you had the little pamphlet with you, didn't you, that said, oh, I'm responsible for this. I'm expected to act as though I know what is going to happen, even though within the progress of my mind I have no idea. What have I accomplished in this ostensive 3-day interlude? What is it that we teach? The entire idea of the possibility that coming from nothing, from what everything is in the light, was a single moment in which there appeared to be other than what everything is within the fabric of the consciousness. And in that moment of time was defined, and now we're speaking of beginning and end, aren't we? Here. No, what happened just then? You underwent a completely dark episode. Is that what's been accomplished in this 3-day interlude? Oh, sure. Have you been willing to take the idea of an interlude of time within your own mind and begin to foster it in recognition of coming into this setup with me in relationship with what you wanted to see in your own mind? What has really been accomplished here? And this is why it's called a miracle. Look with me. The reason it's called a miracle is that, first of all, you have allowed for the idea that each time you try to control it within the idea of locating yourself in any space that happens to be here. There, did you see? Could you see that? Did you see that space? How is the mind of you, I'm looking with you, different than the mind that we got together here? You call this Saturday? Are you telling me that we got together? You know the progress that you've made in the idea of being Homo sapien cannot be taken away from you, that you actually establish yourself in the idea of body form and participate in rituals or lengths of time in which you defined yourself, okay? That I can show you on a continuing basis that it's possible for you. Listen with me, and I'm speaking now of the universe. I'm speaking now of that sun. I'm speaking now of the millions of galaxies that are waiting the ideas that you are in a mindful replication of what what you want to see in regard to space and time. Did you listen to what was being offered you in the sequence of what we're about to attempt? That we set up a cycle that's going to be coming in, that we're looking at the idea of the latest statistic is the universe is about 14,000 million years old. Come on now. The idea of the mindfulness of you have allowed you to recognize when you came in to this procedure that while you brought your memories, and this we're going to read you, let's do it right now. Let's listen to what we were going to read you just a little bit about today in regard to the idea that you would practice with me an alternative that would let you see that we can offer each other changes within fabric of time, all right? That in reflections of light will have to do with the power of our mind to decide the outcome that we want, that we're getting the outcome, that we've come together here and now. I'm accepting my part in God's plan. In other words, there's a plan somewhere, isn't there? That's why today is a special day of dedication. And we take a stand on but one side today. And we side with truth, and we let the idea of reflections of dark light go. And we will not vacillate between the two, but we're going to take a firm position with the one. And we dedicate ourselves to truth today and to salvation as God planned that it be. And we will not argue that it is something other than the reflection of light that we're seeing. We will not seek for it, or it's not. In gladness, we're going to accept it, and we're going to take the part that we've assigned by God. And here I am. Okay? And the action by which you intend to offer me a solution that you've discovered may still appear to be at this moment of time. Now, the idea that it's possible for you to accept in a reasonable idea that the power of the idea of being who you are at this moment is an inevitable consequences of the invention of the idea of time. Okay? I love to teach this. And I'm going to teach it because you're successful at it. I saw that. What happened? You caught a glimpse of light, and suddenly it's dark. And you caught a glimpse of light, and then it's dark. And you caught a glimpse of light, and it's dark. And what is the process that you're in? Actually, you are attempting to perform acts of continuation of the darkness that you justify within the ideas that you came here and left here, all right? And you call it a cycle of time in which the body performs acts of comparison with the idea that, and these are all of the reports that you've been giving man since the beginning of time. It's a simple idea that there is an illumination of light that occurs within you, say to me, at the time of death. Well, no, the problem that you have with me on this Saturday, and we'll have it today and tomorrow if you decide to stay, is that all I really offered you, all right, and what you have considered to be inevitable is the idea that you are going to be dead. Say to me, I'm going to be dead. So the idea that you use your mind to sustain a distance between what constitutes your idea of life and death are the manner in which you appear. Listen, even though right there you had an illuminant experience.